it's your old buddy Mikerowchip here playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is the UMR episode 47. Now, before we get started here, I just want everyone to know if it's Gurn, it's good. I don't know why that suddenly occurred to me. It just did. We are here in someplace. Is this Grantley? No. This is Cochrane, isn't it? Yeah. Where's the sign at? Yeah, there it is. It's Cochrane. We're in Cochrane with Sean. And Sean just picked up 41 passengers here in Cochrane. And now he is going to head himself off to Madison. All right. So let's get down here next to the Greyhound. Yeah, it's a Greyhound bus. Right here ought to be nice. And let's get him rolling. Here we go. And then we're going to say navigate to. What did I say? We're going Madison. Sure, why not? Madison. And platform 1. Unemployed junction miss. What? Junction lever is missing. Now, how is that possible? Can I read that again? Or I probably can bring it up. All right. Let's check it again because I just don't believe it. Okay, go. What was I going to say? After Cochrane Industry West Limit. What the haystacks? Okay. This can't be possible, but it is. Let me put you guys on pause and figure out what the heck's going on. And here it is. This is the CTC switch that was missing. There was nothing here. I've been up and down this track I don't know how many times. How's that possible? Okay, so now we're going to go back over. It's pretty close. We're going to fly back up the route here. There we go. I think if I hit load, right, let's try this. And then I hit continue schedule, he should go. Continue schedule. Look at that. Do I know this game or what? There he goes. Rolling on out. And then somebody was saying, I can't remember who. I apologize to the person I can't remember. Said that the last car in the line here was turned around backwards so that the people on the end balcony are just looking at the car in front of them instead of the scenery. Which would, kind of defeat the purpose of a balcony, wouldn't it? Let's take a look at it as it goes by. Yeah, there's the balcony. What about on this side? Yeah, it's turned around. What the haystacks? Okay, well, we're going to come over here. We'll fix that. We'll fix it later, though. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. And then we're going to go to the line side camera. There we go. All right. So we're looking at 14:39. We'll watch this guy for 5 minutes. That's, if my math is correct, that's 44. There we go. Evidently that crossing does not have an automatic whistle on it, so I'll have to fix that. Here he comes. Beautiful. Banging his way over the frogs. It just makes me wonder how that last car got turned around backwards like that. It couldn't be for a runaround or anything. I mean, why would the car... All right, I'm going on. I'm going on about it. Not going to go on about it. Big old granary there in the background with some Burlington Northern grain hoppers waiting there. Oh, look, you get a close-up of them. That's nice. Just for a moment. let's say 60. I think that, yeah, that speed sign says 60. As soon as he passes that, evidently he already did. Because he just opened it up. Over the bridge and through the woods. Madison, we go. Grandma Madison. Alrighty. I'll see if this one has an automatic whistle on it or not. Put the bell on. That's going to be a big no, isn't it? So I'm going to have to fix that one. It's been a disaster of a start. It's all right. These things are going to happen. Train viewing is still just as good, though. He's got this thing opened up at 60 miles an hour now. How long would it take to put down all these fences? Bless you. That was my wife, not my knife, but my wife sneezing in the background. You guys heard her. She's so cute. She's normally not here when I record videos. She's usually at work because she's a hard worker. But today she gets to see how the sausage is made. By the look on her face, she's pretty darn impressed. So I got 2 intersections to fix. This looks like another intersection coming up here now. Although we've hit our 44. Okay. So I'm going to put you guys back on pause, and I'll figure out what we're doing next. And we are back here with Levi. Levi in his ES44DC, he's got an SD70 ACE right there, is working the lumber yard here in Flagston. And he has loaded 24 cars. He's got to get 54 total, but he's loaded these 24 right here, as you can see here and here. And we are backing these up. We got plenty of room to fit 4 more cars on there, which is what he's going to do. Has he only got 4 cars left? 1, 2, 3. He's only got 4 cars left. So we're just going to back him up, and that's going to be the end of his turn, so they can load this more of this lumber on here. So let's the bell going. Back up, and here we go. Well, all 54 cars are going to weigh 7,128, but with the 2 engines he's got, he's rated for 8,500. But he also carried some Burnfield lumber to get here, and he also picked up some cement from Essel Flats Logan Cement. Overall, that puts him at 8,401, which is 99 tons short of full. So we'll have him go pick up something else. Slow it down a little bit more. Right to the end of the tarmac there. That's where we want it. The asphalt. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So that's all Levi had to do. That was it. We'll just back up and set out these 4 bulkheads so that they can load more lumber on there. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys back on pause. I'll figure out what we're doing next. And now we're back here with Thomas with his, in the North Yard, with his twin GP38s. Nope, GP40s. GP40-2s. Now, he just got done humping the grain train. Now what has to happen is he's going to have to drill the train. All these on the middle have to be drilled into... Are they all going to the same place? They might be. Why am I asking you? How would you know? They're all... Okay, Esso Flats, great. These are all loaded, too. Although, no, some of them are going to Gilby. And then Esso Flats down here. So the question is, where's Gilby? Now let's look over here on the spreadsheet. Gilby is in something. What? Oh no, that's right. Yeah, it's Gilby's going into the West Yard here, and it's going to be track 9. Am I thinking right? Yeah, I am. All right, so we're going to have to disconnect this back at Gilby. So where's Gilby? Where are the Gilby cars? Here they are. They all look the same. Oh, went too far. Back the other way. Gilby. Here's the first Gilby car. This rather clean-looking CSX grain hopper. So what we could do is, yes, this is what we're going to do. We're going to say, apply the handbrake, decouple it. Okay. Now this is all going to go down into, is there room on these tracks right here? There is. Good. I was a little worried there wouldn't be room, but there's room. So we got here. We're going to have Smiley pull these forward onto this track right here. I'm going to go over here and just throw these switches. There's no way the train's this long, but, you know, it's the railroader in me. I have to go down there and throw them the correct way. All right, Smiley, buddy. Well, Smiley, whoa, Smiley. Okay, there you go, buddy. Whoa. What the? All right, let's move back here. There we go. Why is it flying around so wildly all of a sudden? Here we go. All right, Smiley. Pull it forward, buddy. Here he comes. Now he's got it. Sort of. He's pulling it. Now, what kind of weight's he looking at here? He's pulling 1989. Yes, he is. Isn't that a Taylor Swift? Is it 1989 or is it 1987? Is it 89? Okay. My wife just informed me it's 89. She's a Swiftie. All right. Here we go. Pull these onto that track. Now, Gilby is in the West Yard, which is what we're going through right now. We're just on the outside of the ladder. And the Gilby ones have to go on to track 9. And then the ones that are behind the Gilby grain cars are going to be attached to Smiley's cut that he's got right now. We'll just have to do a little whacking and cracking. Now, Smiley's on the wrong side of these cars. That's why we're going to have Thomas come down from the hump, from his high horse on the hump there, and come down with those commoners and do the switch, doing the drilling for us. All right. Of course, the question is, do we have room on track 9? And the other question is, are we going to have room for all of these? There's a lot of cars here to go on to track track 8 down here in the west here. We'll look at both of those. Track 9 over here and track 8 over there. We'll see if we got room. Brady. Whole computer's drawing a lot, so we're getting some stutter action here. It's just kind of what you got to put up with. All right, let's slow that down. Here we go. Slow it down a little more. Here we go. Now, I did fix those where Sean was going with our passenger train we watched at the beginning of this video. I did fix the intersections. There were 3 of them. That last intersection that we were coming up to, I said, we'll have to see if that one has it. Well, I waited and saw it, and it didn't have it. So, yeah, we're going to have to, or I did already fix those, I should say. All 3 of those intersections, now they have automatic horns on them. And again, I could go through the whole route and do it, but God, the whole route is so big. It's so much work. I'm just kind of doing it this way as we go across them. All right, so this is track 8. This is track 9. There's nothing on track 9. So that's nice. That was 9 and 10, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we got to go up on top of the hump hill here. And we got to get in with Thomas. Here's Thomas. All right, Thomas, fire it up, buddy. Yeah, you're going forward. Everything should be set correctly here at the top of the hump, right? And it's not. All right. All right, here he comes. Down the hump. Now, in real train yards, do the hump engines ever come down the hump? You got to figure sometimes it would, right? Maybe a car gets stuck or gets put on the wrong track or something. Or is it the bull? What do you call the train that works down here? Just the shunter? That's it? I don't know. Or does the bull train, or whatever you call that train, fix all those problems? Don't know the answer to that. Or maybe it's just a combination of the two. The trim, that's what you call that engine, right? The trim engine? The one that works the bull? I think that's what you call it. All right, I just decided that's what we're going to call it. All right, here we go. Nice. Now let's go to the front. No, that's back. Let's go to the front. Up to here, right? Now, so this is Gilby. Those are all empties. This is the first SO flats one right here. Okay, as we push it out of the bowl. Now, these lights are off. Normally, I think they're on, aren't they? Maybe it's, maybe it's the Tidewater route, I'm thinking. My wife's telling me that, am I making the video or what with all these questions? She doesn't watch my videos if you haven't figured that out yet. She doesn't know this is what I do in all my videos, so I'm cutting her some slack. Yeah, I usually have 1,000 questions. I rattle them off one after another. I'm just thinking out loud. That's what I'm doing. When it comes to stuff like this, I have what we call the gift of gab. Okay. Like everything's going fine there at the far end. Holy moly, why is he doing 18 mile an hour? Holy. Let's slow that back down. There we go. Is he lost his mind? Is he crazy? Alrighty. Talk about Thomas. Here we go. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Where's that? That's where I want to get it past that dwarf right there. Because if you get it past the dwarf, then you give clearance to track 10. That's how it works. I think this... Did I say this one was the last one for ESO? I think so. Stop it right there. Let's check. Is this the last one for ESO? Yes, this is the last one for ESO. Okay. So we are going to now apply the handbrake decouple, and then we're going to back it up. There we go. Now we're going to back this up past this switch right here. We got to clear this switch right here. Yep. And then we're going to throw these into the same cut that Smiley has, and they're all going to go on the SO Flats track, which we'll check. I'm not even sure the grain trains, if that track's empty, I'm not sure all these grain trains are going to fit. Or, I mean, grain cars. I haven't been to the SO Flats grain pier in a while. I'm trying to picture it in my mind what it looks like. Oh, no, I just pictured it. Yep. No. It might have several tracks for unloading. I can't remember. It's got a little yard on it. I remember now. All right. Here we go. Beautiful. Stop it. Then we'll grab out of this last car. Now we'll push him forward to get him to line up with Smiley. I think it's only 40%, right? 40% will get me at the 13, and if I put it at 45% throttle, it jumps to 18. Like there's something wrong with that. I'm getting a new washer and dryer today. I'm sure you're all thrilled about that. The only reason I bring that up is because our old washer and dryer we are giving to somebody. And they could arrive at any moment now. So I may have to put you guys on pause. I'll tell you when they're here. So if they do show up, I'll put you guys on pause so I can help them move the washer and dryer. And then we can get back at it. All right, back through the west yard here. The SO Flats is indeed track 8 as I look over at my spreadsheet once again. Just to make sure. You know, just to make sure. Okay. That switch is correct. Then that switch is correct. They're both still correct. Alrighty. Slow it down here. Down some more. Here he comes. The grain train. I remember back, I don't know how many episodes ago, when the grain train was bearing down on one of my passenger trains. The passenger train had to back up. For some reason, the dispatcher decided the grain train was more important than the passenger train. I guess it's not unheard of, but extremely unusual. There we go. Perfect. Stop it right there. Then we'll come back over here to, holy moly, this thing's longer than I thought. Over here to Thomas. And we will apply the handbrake. We will decouple him. And we're going to back him up. Nice shot at the GP40-2s right there. That's nice. We're going to back him off this track. Just, you know, I can't help it. I got to clear. I doubt anyone will ever be coming through there, but we just got to clear it anyway because that's just who I am. All right. Now we're going to go all the way back up here to Smiley. And now he's definitely going to go past the end of this track. I'm Well, I say definitely. Let's make sure now. We got this right. All of it's SO Flats grain pier. Yeah. Oh, how many are there? 60 cars. All going to the SO Flats. All right, here we go. Dare we look to see how much this weighs with this 1500 here? It's 4,973. Smiley don't care. That's why we call him Smiley. We give him jobs like this, and he just looks at us and smiles. I probably don't want to know what he's thinking. Okay, so while he's doing that now, we got to clear this switch right here. Then we'll come over this way. And there's the end of the grain train right there. And he's going to come over this way. This way. Is that? Yeah, it's already set up this way. And then right here into track 8. Track 8 looks like it's about almost half full right now. All right, what are we going to do? If we don't fit them all on to track 8... that sounded like I knew what I was going to say, but it went nowhere fast. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll back them up, and we'll throw them onto the runaround track. That's right. So if we throw them on the runaround track, this is a real long track here. Any ones that don't fit in any of the marshalling, the marshalling yard here, or the hump, or the south yard, or whatever you want to call it, we'll stick them on this track, and then we'll just make sure we yank those all. When they do come. We'll get this one to go far enough so that we know to pull track 8 the next time. And then any cars I have that won't fit, like I said, I put on that bypass track, so they'll get pulled anyway. Those are an automatic pull. So. If none of that makes sense, and you don't understand what I'm talking about, that's okay. Just enjoy the view. Just enjoy the wonderful trains that are going by. Alrighty. Go. Seems like when I got all 3 yards, when I got the west yard, the hump yard, and the south yard all in frame like this, you get the jitters. Nobody likes the jitters. I read somewhere once that people who play a lot of video games notice the jitters more than people who don't. And I suppose that's true. I don't know. I notice the jitters. And I do play a lot of video games. There's no doubt about that. All right. Come to a stop here. I set that right? I did. Okay. Now we're going to back him up. Once he stops, it's a lot of weight. Suddenly, I'm curious as to how far over he went. Did he make it into the backup track? I just want to see. I just want to see. No, he never reached the backup track. Got close. Never reached the backup track. Listen to that engine. It's like, are you kidding me right now? You think Smiley's still smiling? I don't know. All right. Hook back onto this now. We'll ride this one back into the south yard. And then once we lash on here and we charge the air brakes, of course, that's an instantaneous thing, we'll move our conductor to the back of that cut that's already on track 8 so that we can move them all the way down and see how many cars we're going to have to put back on that runaround. I have to admit that SW1500 is doing a fantastic job right now with this much weight. Is this unrealistic? Could a 1500 not push this much? Double? Right? Is double? Is that what it was? I got to look again. Was it double its weight? It was not quite, almost double its weight. You'd think they'd put that in there. In my CNO Hinton division, we've run across several times where engines have been unable, especially the 44 tonners, cannot push a certain amount of cars. The weight is too much. Of course, there was in Tidewater too. I think it was Philippe. I don't know why that suddenly. Well, I can remember that, but it was Philippe trying to pull it into River Point. He couldn't do it all by himself. I had to get Graham over there to help him pull him in. It was too much weight. Okay, here we go. There's the south yard. To the right of the hump yard. A couple of retention ponds. In case you feel like going fishing. Okay. Hit the yard crossover track. There we go. Beautiful. It's all my evil plan is working. Alrighty. Let's slow it down a little bit. Even slow it down is pretty quick. Yep, let's slow it down a little bit more. We're going to hook up to these auto racks right here. Right. A little bit more. Here we go. 4 mile an hour. 3 mile an hour. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to run to the back. Oh, I click it off. Oh, there's some of those ore cars I hate. I have to get rid of those. All right. Okay, let's juice our thing back up to 45 now. Yeah. Now, there's a... I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I could have measured the track, got out one of the rulers and measured the track, and see how many feet I have left, and then I would know how many grain cars I should bring down to the south yard. Because now I'm going to pull these all down to the south yard, right? Then I got to run the remainder back up to the bowl. Not very efficient. I'm assuming in real life they would know the length of the tracks. In fact, I'm almost positive. When I play Run 8, all the lengths of the tracks are on there. And the dispatchers have to know the lengths of the tracks. So, yeah, they would have to know these lengths, and they would know how, we have enough room to bring down. Of the 60 cars, 42 will fit or whatever it comes out. And I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. But in my defense, I'm running the entire railroad by myself. A real railroad has thousands of people working on it. Well, depending on the size. Some of the smaller ones may only have dozens. But still, I'm here all by my lonesome. Yes, I have many excuses. There's like a whole lot of tankers on the south yard here right now. Okay, let's take a look-see back. What do we got? Can't see a whole lot. Looks like we're still on the crossover track right there. Okay, the dwarf's going to be on this side. Yep. That first red thing is the shunt limit sign. Just so I know when to pull them. It's not actually the shunt limit. I think these say shunt limit. These are red ones. Oh, I don't know what they say. But the second red thing up there is the actual dwarf where we're going to start. Again, I use these signs so when any train gets longer than this sign, of course, I don't leave myself a whole lot of room. But then I know to pull them. Now we're going to have to slow it down. Because his weight now has got to be incredibly huge, right? What is it now? It's 55.19. Perhaps the use of the word incredible was a little bit much. Well, these say limit of shunt. Same difference. End of shunt, limit of shunt means same thing. Slow it down a little bit. Here it comes. Here we go. We're going to stop it right there. Come on. Come on. Now let's see what kind of slack action we're going to get on it. Absolutely none. Really? Okay. So pull forward just a little bit. I'm being anal, I know, but I want to be past the dwarf. That's just me. That's how I roll. Right there, stop. That'll do. Okay, now we're going to run back up front here. Yeah, we still got quite a few left over. All right, so we're going to come over here. Is this? Yeah, that's correct. So we are going to apply the handbrake. We're going to decouple right here. Then we're going to pull this forward, and the remainder of these now are going to go on to the track way over here to the right. Okay, forward again. Okay, and there's Thomas waiting with his GP40-2s over there. Now this should be a breeze here. This amount of weight should be nothing for him, right? This is going to be, this is 1491 still, really? So this is right at the limit of his engine. Of course, he was at double before, so it's half as much. Maths. Ready? Let's get to the front side here now. These should all be set, correct? And correct. We got to clear this first CTC switch right here. The, what's that say? The through load yard access track west. That's an awful... That switch has got enough name for 2 switches. Here comes Smiley. Go. All right, now I'm gonna. Is there another train waiting to get? There isn't. The 2 inbound tracks I have here. I thought that one train from Portland should be here already. I'm worried about it now. I told him to call when he came, and now he hasn't called, and I'm worried. All right, so let's get this past here. There we go. You got it. Now we're going to back it onto the bypass track. Which then makes me wonder, because now these cars here are set out here because there's somebody coming to get them. I don't know who. It's on my spreadsheet. I forget who. So that means the next time Thomas does a local trim, he's going to need these 2 tracks. So hopefully whoever's coming to get these comes and gets these. Well, we'll have to see back at the other side of the yard if somebody's... He could be waiting there right now. I don't know the answer to that. All right, so we're going to put them on the bypass. Very good. All right, let's go back this way now. And grab onto these right here. We'll ride this up to the switch. And then we'll jump off. Watch him push the rest of those on. All right. Whole lot of north yard work here. I always think I want to change the name of this yard. Like I said before, this is north yard, but within the north yard, there's the south yard, there's the hump yard, and there's the west yard. It just feels weird to me that I'm drilling the south yard at north yard. Should I and the other weird thing is this yard's way out to the west on this map. It's not even the north. So, yeah, maybe I should change it to, I'll have to come up with a good name. I'm drawing a blank, folks. I could do one of those surveys on YouTube that allows me to have more interaction with my subscribers. And you guys could vote. We could do that. I could put up a thing on there, a survey to what should we rename the North Yard to. Yeah, it's not very exciting, but I don't know. Well, I could do that. I've never done one of those before. Okay, so here comes Smiley now. Slow him down just a little bit. I'm going to have him clear this dwarf right here. Nice job, Smiley. Out of all the SW1500 drivers we got, you're the best. So don't tell Thomas. Okay, so we'll apply right there. Uncouple. Let's move him forward just a little bit to complete the decoupling, and because the next time I come here, I have to go, is he coupled to this or isn't he? That's a pain. All right. All right, so that is the end of Thomas's turn. And what I want to do now is put you guys on pause and figure out where we're going next. We are here with Rafa. I haven't clicked on him. That's why you can't see him down here yet. But Rafa just got done unloading these 5. He set out these 5 grain cars, grain hoppers right here at the Waukene silos. They've drained it. So now he's going to head off to Lyle, where he's got to go to Lyle Hydro Controls. He's going to drop these off on the storage tracks over there in Lyle so they can be loaded later. Then he's going to Lyle Lumber to deliver the lumber. He's going to Lyle Consolidated to deliver. So it's probably these boxcars here in the middle. I forget. And then after all that, he's going to deliver some stuff in Ashley. But right now he's headed to Lyle. So let's go up here. What's he got on here? That looks like an ES. And it is an ES. Okay, ES44DC, y'all. So he has got to pull forward and lash onto these, and then he'll be on his way. Okay, so let's go over here and make sure this... I'm pretty sure I decoupled this already. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Here he goes. Look at that. It is. And in my spreadsheet now, I put on here that there are 5 cars waiting for pickup so that our buddy the Duke can come and get it. Okay. So here we go here. Thanks, that's good with the bell. There's nobody out here to be warned by this huge moving train. It's going to crush your legs because there's nobody out here. They're all back there by the silo. And I'm looking to see if there's any other switches down this way. There's not that I need to be worried about. Back down here again. There's the switch we need to worry about. And it's a CTC, which seems odd. Would this really be a CTC? I'm thinking no. It's going to be a hand-thrown switch. But who am I? Who am I to doubt people who made this route? Neil Smith. Alrighty. Stop it right there. Now we're going to back it up. Here it comes. Now, we've been up in Lyle before. In fact, we've been to Hydro Controls in Lyle. Have we been to Lyle Consolidated? Don't know. I know we've been to the Lime Dock. The limestone dock that's up there. One of my earlier episodes was called Lyle the Crocodile, I believe. Or maybe it was Lyle the Limestone Crocodile. That's what it was. It was something really witty. I remember that. All right. Of course, if you tune into this channel for my wit, well, this just may not be the channel for you. Okay. Now, Lyle should be in this direction. I'm hoping. Okay, because now we're going to have him go on AI control. Fast charge as usual. So now we're going to have him go to track mark Lyle. Where are you at, Lyle? There you are, right here. Go. Please go forward. Yeah. Yes, sir. That makes me happy. Well, you know what don't make me happy? This is the end of the video. Yeah, I'm afraid this is as far as we're going. We're in the butter zone right now. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time, as always, playing my favorite game of all times, Trainz. It's awesome. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that this lumber is being carried on these bulkheads and are not protected from the elements, well, this just may not be the channel for you.